ready.
Come on, let's go.
He's on your body, Blake. Hit 74. Look at that, Blake.
Last player
Dude, that's such a
standing.
fucking... Fuck it. I blame the fucking faggot Neon. I hope this stupid fucking retard gets
30
fucking
seconds
molested.
Spike planted.
She's not gonna peek you. She's not gonna peek you there either. She threw a wall down and you fucking... Oh. Oh.
Left. To your left, Neon. Hit 74.
Coming through.
Oh, why? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
What is going on?
You're a pussy. Hey, Rod, I think you have negative brain cells. Oh. Oh, that really hurt my ears.
Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, don't get off. Trust me, trust me.
I'm getting off.
Well, how are you now?
Yes.
Alright.
Doesn't help the headache though.
Yeah.
No, get it. You're getting off. 'Cause you're gonna...
Should probably get off too.
My God! Oh my God!
We'll be leaving also.
Look at these sheeps.
I'm sorry. I have a job to sleep for.
I'm gonna go play another right game.
When I'm a fire, I work at the fire department. How's that been going?
Very well. So y'all want to hear a funny thing?
Will I laugh?
It's not really funny, but it's cool. So we got to see our first burn the other day. We're still in training. So the other day, they were like showing us like fire behavior because we have like a burning building, like a burn building where they can like start fires and control them, and like these old like Connex boxes, which are like cargo containers, like the steel ones, like you see on ships and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So here, let me actually. It'd be easier if I did like this. Alright, so I'm gonna stream MS Paint.
I should I'm so pill-pilled, man. I'm such a pharmaceutical cell.
Okay, Nathan, well you don't have to fucking watch, okay? Alright, so this is the room. Fuck. This is the room we're in. This is on the second floor. This is the room the fire's in. Okay, fuck, I keep right-clicking on accident. That's the room the fire's in. So, this brown is the door to the... That's a closable door. This is also a closable door. And this is a closable window. Or here, I'm going to make this a different color so you can see it better. That's a closable window. So there is like... Dude, MS Paint is weird. Looks weird now. Alright, so there is a fire going on in here, right? And we have one instructor here. Or it's not, it's a little smaller than that, so one instructor here, one instructor here. Us four students are like on our knees, right? Like trying to stay under the smoke and stuff. And then there's one lieutenant back here closing this door. And then there's like a stairwell here. So the whole point of this is that they started a fire here. This is in a steel box. It's not going to catch on the walls or anything like that and kill us. It's a controlled environment. The first lieutenant, he's manning the door and explaining to us how the fire reacts when, like, you close the door, because fires require oxygen. So when they get a sudden inlet or a ventilation, they can react a certain way. So when this door was open, the fire was going over the roof. It was like crawling over the roof, like licking over it, and then coming through the fucking like door a little bit, like over the like top of the sill, right? Mm. So, and they'd close the door, and we could see that it would suffocate it. Now, with things with fires, there's something called a thermal layer, which is just what you would you know what a thermal layer is. It's just the smoke. It's the heat and the smoke. Like, we've all heard, like, if you're in a fire, you need to stay low and stay below the smoke. It's because, one, you can't breathe it in, and two, the smoke is superheated. It's a lot hotter than being under it. But at any time they closed this door, the thermal layer would drop even lower. Like, it would keep dropping. So it was like above our heads, and if we kneeled, we could stay under it. But when they closed that door to suffocate it, it would drop the thermal layer to the point where, like, we had to press our faces to the floor to see it all. This lieutenant was manning a hose to spray and show us hydraulic ventilation and just to control the fire so it didn't get too big. But he was also closing this window. So they'd have this door open and then this window, just to show how having an inlet of oxygen and an exhaust out can, like, make the fire, like, draw to a certain point. Because honestly, fire is kind of like an animal. Like, it needs oxygen and it needs fuel. Fuel could just be food, and everything needs air. Well, except for, like, fish, I guess. But whatever. But this lieutenant was also doing the same thing, but he was closing this door. I'm sorry. This door, this was completely open. This is just open. There's no closable door there. But what was happening is every time this lieutenant closed this door here, because the fire is sucking in oxygen, it was sucking in the air from this room as well. And every time it did that, it was sucking in everything, and this window was being, like, drawn in and out of its sill a little bit. My lieutenant was holding it, like, trying to make sure it stayed in place, but at some point he determined it had stopped. But then, by this point, the thermal layer had pretty much dropped all the way down. We could almost see nothing, if anything at all, right? And then, with this lieutenant was going to, like, just show us something, like, just show us one more time what it looks like when the fire gets oxygen and starts reigniting. When he opened it again, it shifted the window so fucking hard that it broke the latch and bust open. And then, like, while it was completely dead, it now had a completely, like, new and strong, thorough, like, inlet and out exhaust for oxygen. So, there's this really funny thing about smoke. If you didn't know, smoke is flammable. So, when it did, it reignited so fucking violently, the smoke fucking exploded on top of us.
Jesus.
And we were all on fire for like 2 seconds. Now, we wear fire... Yeah, so, like I said... So, you know how I said this is open? This door right here?
Mm-hmm.
The rest of my classmates and the training staff, including the chief, were all watching, like, right here. All they saw is a fucking explosion of fire, and that this lieutenant was covered from head to toe in flames for a second. It was only for a couple seconds. We wear fire-resistant gloves. Or not gloves. Well, yeah. Fire-resistant everything. And on top of, we're in a steel box. So, like, the fire doesn't have anything to catch. This lieutenant did the smart thing and just closed the door immediately, which suffocated it. And like I said, fire also needs fuel, and since it had nothing in here, it exploded violently, but it had nothing to catch. So it died immediately without the heat and fuel from this. So we were absolutely fine. It was completely under control. But for like a couple seconds, all my classmates and like chief over here, they thought we fucking died. Like, they were just like, holy shit, we just killed 4 students and 3 instructors. Holy shit. It was the coolest shit that's ever happened to me. But we went down there. We went down there, the chief, like, tore our lieutenants a new one. Because they're like, that was not supposed to happen. But, it was fine. There was no way for us to actually get hurt. Like I said, there's no fuel for the fire to actually catch here, so it just looked bad for like 2 seconds. But it was really funny, because all I could see for a second was orange. But it was cool as shit.
How long is training for?
The fire school is for like 3 or 4 months. We started 3 weeks ago. So I got until like At the earliest, late February, but I think it's going to be March before I'm done. The entirety of the training is 7 months. I'd already completed the EMT stuff before.
Okay.
I did that for 4 months. It got pushed back because of the hurricane that hit us.
Oh yeah.
So that I've been doing it since July, but now we're doing the funny. Today was actually a huge kick in the dick. Like, it was really fun, but we did like physical work all day because we were practicing breaking doors.
What time you usually start and what time you usually get out?
8. It's 8 to 5.
Yeah, 5. Okay.
So we started, did PT, and then we immediately like put on all of our turnout gear plus SCBAs, which, by the way, so the turnout gear itself I think is like 50 pounds, or 40 or 50 pounds, and then the SCBA is like 30. So we're wearing 70 to 80 pounds of gear, like on top of the work we're doing. But today we're practicing breaking door, doing forcible entry, simulated ventilation with pallets. So we had an axe and we were like breaking pallets, simulating like creating a vent in a roof. We got to operate some machinery. So we got taught how to use a K12 saw today, which is fucking awesome. It's no. This shit right here. And we got the cut through metal.
Oh, that. Okay.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome. We got taught how to use a reciprocating blade. A reciprocating saw, rather. And a chainsaw, and then we did some more forcible entry. And it was pretty cool. It was a good day, but it was just, we were doing hard work all day. So, kind of
I don't care for using reciprocating saw, at least the times that I had to use it for work.
Yeah.
And we're like fucking cutting metal, and it's just my whole fucking body's just vibrating.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we must use it for extrication, which means getting people out of things they are stuck in. Most commonly, cars.
Cut off their limb.
That's happened. We have used it. It's called we call it a sawzall. Yeah, we have used it for amputations.
Yeah. Saw. Yeah. Okay, I'm familiar with those as well. Fun stuff.
Yeah. But I'm really sad because they did our first burns on 2 days ago on Monday, but that was just to get us introduced to make sure we wouldn't the students wouldn't freak the fuck out, because unfortunately in the past what they've done is they're like, hey, you wanna be a fire guy, and they're like, yeah, and then they do all the training, but they do the fire last, and then they get to the fire and then people panic and they're like, oh, I can't do it. And then they're like, well, thanks for freaking out after we spent 3 months of fucking salary and training on you. So they're like, hey, we're gonna make you look at fire now. So if you freak out, we can kick you out without wasting our time on you.